So, this topic I want to talk about, I was thinking about it, and hopefully I can explain it as concise and as useful as possible. So, everybody thinks that opening up a project is is all it takes to get somewhere. Yes, opening up the laptop, um, pulling out the pencil and the pad to make a drawing, starting the business. And when I say these things, it paraphrases and expands into all different kinds of fields of whatever endeavor you want to do. So people think that opening up the laptop is them doing something. Don't get me wrong, that's very valuable. Don't think, especially those of you who are starting off with something, I don't want you to get discouraged with me saying that and taking it the wrong way. No, it's very valuable that moment you pull out the pad to draw. It's very valuable to create that outline, the rough draft. It's very valuable to start the LLC. It's very valuable to start the process of researching whatever field knowledge you want to acquire. That is very valuable. Okay, don't get me wrong, but that's just the beginning. That's not gonna get you great. That's not what's gonna make you great. Why? The evidence is everywhere. Everything is so, I'm not gonna say easy to start, but it's way easier to just go ahead and open the laptop, open the program, and open the project than to actually put a verse down, put an instrumental down, polish it up, okay? And that in itself is just one step. Then you got to, after you polish it, you have to release it, market, make cover, whatever, organize songs if you're doing an album or whatever, a mixtape. And that's music terminology, and maybe I didn't explain it exactly down to the dot, down to the T. But just picture whatever you want to do and translate it over. You know, cutting the lawn, simply pulling out the mower and putting a gas inside of it doesn't mow the lawn. Also, let's say you mow the lawn. Now you got to edge and you got to blow, you got to clean up, bag it all up and whatever. That's a process, and that's one lawn. So, is it a business if you do one lawn one time? No, you're not gonna become great that way either. Being great is doing all that, eating, excuse my language, but eating shit repetitively, doing it great, doing it the best, putting your effort, being tired, um, possibly uh, getting down talked or getting looked down upon multiple, repetitive amount of times. And each endeavor you have has its certain type of stepping stones. Like I said, for like the song, you're going to open up the laptop and you're going to create the song, polish it, distribute it, market, whatever, create the cover for it, whatever, um, and grow numbers, and then hopefully create an income off of that, whatever, you know. But anyways, with every endeavor, those steps I'm talking about, the stepping stones, is basically rules to the game. Every endeavor is every game that I'm gonna call it has its rules that you have to respect. That there's no way around. There's no easy way around if you want to be great. You can do it however you want, whatever you want, at the pace you want, with whatever skill set you want, and keep it at that level for as long as you want. It's your life. But if you want to become great, there's certain shit you just gotta keep hammering down and down and down and down, and just gotta keep eating shit at it and be willing to eat more shit on top of that you already ate. So you already became a master of fucking mowing lawns. Okay, you mowed your lawn 1,000 times. All right. So now go and find another 10 lawns. Now go find another 100 lawns to mow and mow those 10 times. And mow those all 10,000 times to become a fucking master. Now you're not only a master at mowing, you're a master of fucking selling your work, selling your service. You know, you're becoming a master at your business now because you're not just a lawnmower yard man. You're a business, a scaling your skill, you're scaling your money, you're scaling your efforts to a different level, to greatness, exactly greatness. So, and that's after you follow the rules. You have to be good at what you're doing. That means learn. You know, you have to be good, so you have to learn, right? When you learn it, you repeat it. You know, determine your value, um, and and instill your values. Not just your value as in this work requires this pay. No, but also your values as a person have to be instilled in your work. That's very important too. That's part of the game and part of the rules that'll get you up there because that's going to distinguish you from your competitors, your values and your personality. So if you have those in line and you're true to yourself, you already put yourself in a different category and in a different pace to become great, right? So that was my rant on that, and it actually came out way better than I thought, honestly. I thought I was gonna be rambling so much, but I think it went to the point, and I hope it serves you in some type of way. And whatever you want to do, whatever you want to create, just know that you can be great at it. It's gonna take time, you know. Some people are more ahead in certain aspects of such endeavor than you are, and you're most likely ahead of other people in certain aspects. So work with what you got and learn to see your flaws, not in a negative way, but in a way to expand your knowledge and to better yourself. So never be negative. Um, Keep a positivity mindset and always look forward to improving. The moment you become addicted to improving and stop looking at it like, damn, why this shit happening to me? Like, damn, like, fuck, man, I fucked up again. Or, fuck, man, why this shit always happening to me? You're going down a bad hole right there. You're going to have a lot of time and a lot of effort just to dig yourself out of that hole if you start going down that hole. And if you already went down that hole, you don't have another option than to get the fuck out of there before you can become great. Great. So before any of that, that's gonna fuck you up. That mindset. So, and just to fucking go all the way back, mindset is the most important thing. It doesn't matter your skill set if your skill set of having a positive mental attitude is shit. So if you're in that hole, good luck to you. I'm not saying you're gonna have the impossible time, but it might be a little tougher for you because of your fucking mind. Literally, like your own mind is telling you like you're a victim. So as soon as you can have that exercise and that positivity start to flow in, like, you know what? Damn, like this person didn't want to pay me what I'm worth. Okay, what can I do to avoid the situation in the future? You see, I'm using that situation to find a solution. I'm not using that situation to fucking revolve like a fucking soup of negativity of like, fuck man, fuck this person, or man, fuck this job, or like, man, fuck this shit. Like, man, I knew I was fucking up. I knew, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was gonna fuck up. That's like a fucking keyword right there. You're like, I knew this was gonna fail. Bro, you're negative. You're fucking negative. So cure that shit. You can cure that shit. You know, no psychiatrist, none of that shit. You gotta take care of that shit. You know. But anyways, don't take medications for that shit. Get sunlight. You know, stay hydrated. Stay positive. Work out. Take walks. Whatever. Lower your cortisol. Um, you know, I'm not a fucking fitness guru, but because you can tell, you know, I'm not a fucking fitness guru. I'm not a saint, you know. But catch you. Thank you for tuning in.